Gary. Gary, with the new red shirt rule, is that kind of exciting to you to say, hey, I've really got a chance to get in this year?
Yes, sir. I would say it is because like previously kids would have to redshirt and couldn't get any experience at all. But I feel like now that you can play 4 games in redshirt, you get the feel to see where you're kind of at and see like what you need to really work on and what you can improve on. And I feel like in 4 games you really can like see what you need to do and what you need to get better at. So I feel like that 4 game and the new redshirt rule would be pretty good and
How much?
beneficial.
How much did the spring help you?
Well, spring took me from here to here. Like the spring helped me out a lot because coming out of high school, it was much faster and it was like the game was so fast and I was always thinking. But now it's like I've gotten the system, I've learned some stuff, I've had time to think about it and just relate back to what I've been doing. And now I feel like I'm more comfortable, I'm more settled, and I feel like it's more natural now.
How big a jump was that? Because that's a small, that wasn't just high school, that was a small
Yeah,
school in
that
Arkansas
was
to
a
here.
big jump. It was a huge jump because this is like big D1, one of the best programs in the nation. So it was a big jump.
Having Jalen now in the quarterback room, has that made it even more competitive?
We compete in that room. That quarterback room is something special, I would
Yeah.
say, because like we all compete with each other, but we all learn from each other and try to help each other.
Yeah. Are you glad to have a guy who's seen a lot, like
Oh
Jalen?
yeah, Jalen helped me out a lot. Like
Yeah.
every day after meetings, after practice, we're talking about ball. Like late at night, we're talking about ball. I'm always asking him questions, trying to learn from him because I know he's had plenty of experience playing at NC State, and he knows a lot more than I do.
What's the dynamic in that quarterback? You said you were competitive, but friends and whatever. What's the dynamic like in that room?
What do you mean?
I mean, just kind of the atmosphere. I mean, is it that competitive, or do you guys, all get along, that kind of thing?
We all get along. We all
Yeah.
treat each other as brothers.
Right.
We are a family, so I mean, we're gonna compete. Out here, we're gonna compete, but in that room, we're all competing and trying to learn from each other.
Do you get excited when you see somebody doing better? I mean, and how much does that push you?
Oh, that pushes me a lot because when I see somebody doing better, I'm like, I got to do better than him. I know I have to really get in there and study more film and work on what I need to do to get better than him.
Gary, what fuels you? What drives you? What makes you want to be whoever you might end up being at one point as a player?
I'm gonna say where I'm from because like being from Earl, Arkansas, I'm sure none of you guys have heard of it. It's like that's my chip on my shoulder. Like I want to make sure everybody from my town is proud of me, and I want to make it out of there because like a lot of kids look up to me because I'm like the first one to actually go D1 and play Division I ball. So they all kind of admire that, and so I feel like I have to do what I do to make sure they have a good, positive role model come out of Earl.
When you say that, that's kind of something on your shoulders then that you have to do it right?
Yes, sir.
What are some of the young people say to you, or those from, even if it's a 75-year-old man that's from Earl, Arkansas?
They always be like they're proud of me and they just hope that I continue to do well, and that it's shocking that I did it coming from Earl because like it's rare. And so the kids, like I have little guys that look up to me back home that'll text me, call me, FaceTime me and be like, how's it going, what it's like, and kind of that makes them want to even do better because they want the opportunity to be able to do what I did.
How did you make it out?
Staying faithful to the Lord and just working hard.
Did you have a moment maybe in high school where you realized, wow, I'm really talented and I can go somewhere with this?
I would say my 9th grade year because I moved up to play varsity. I was like 13, going to be 14, and I was playing against 18-year-olds, and my coach was putting a lot on my shoulder, and I was confident in a good way. And guys were like you're doing pretty good, and so I kind of realized that I might have a chance to be able to make it somewhere and do something with this.
So parallel that to college level. Right now, you're going up against, they're a little older than 18 and you're a little older than 13, 14, but in that big jump, how do you are you attacking it in the same manner?
Yeah, I'm attacking it. I mean, those guys are older, they've had plenty of experience. I'm attacking it with the same approach because I got to get better based off going off them. And I know if I'm 18 and I can do good versus them and I can continue to grow versus them, I know that I will work my way back up to the level I was at a high school.
When you step onto the field, do you think about your age at all? Or is it just guy against guy?
Everybody the same age to me. We all work out the same. We take the same approach. We meet together. We all do the same exact thing. I might even do a little more than some people, but I feel like there's no advantage.
Gary, right above you, there's this guy in RG3. How much did you see with him, watch him, know him? It's kind of like when Baylor really hit the map in football.
Watching him, I was kind of excited because I know we can relate to each other's style. It's kind of similar because we both can run, can throw, and so I feel like watching him, it was like, wow, I like that. I like what Baylor's running, so I kind of became really interested in this program.
What
And
part
even
of your
though it-
game did you have to work on coming in?
Becoming the pocket passer, and Coach Thompson's doing a great job with me with that.
Were you more kind of on the run and stuff and running a lot
I'm
more
on-
there? Or
In high school, I did a lot of stuff in the pocket, but I also had a lot of rollouts in my system too. So, I mean, we run both here, but I feel like I still have to work on being more of a pocket passer.
How do you think you're adjusting so far, and how do you think fall camp's gone?
I feel like I'm adjusting pretty good. Fall camp is going really good. I mean, I'm learning the most football I've ever learned in my life. We always meet. It's something new. I mean, we practice. We get out there, practice. We go learn it, practice. And so it's like you have no choice but to learn it. So I feel like my fall camp is going really good, and I feel like it's well needed.
How much did it help that you were on campus early? How much did that make a difference?
That made a huge difference because I feel like now I've kind of know the system. I've got like scrimmages, spring game, a lot of practices in the spring. I feel like if I would have came in the summer, I would just be kind of lost because I would have this small amount of time to really master the offense. But the spring gave me a couple extra months to really master it.